here? The circle or the hearts?
Hearts.
Hearts. So what will the alligator eat?
Hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4.
How will the alligator eat them?
Hearts.
Good job. Why will the alligator not eat the circles?
Because they are not greater.
They are not greater?
No.
What is greater, the circles or the hearts?
Hearts.
Hearts are greater. How many hearts?
1, 2, 3, 4.
And how many circles?
1, 2, 3.
Good job. Good job. Assalamu alaikum. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about numbers. Numbers that can be big, numbers that can be small. We are going to compare numbers. If you're here, I am expecting that your child recognizes their numbers from 1 to 20 and they can count really well. Like they are never making a mistake. They are always counting perfectly. They are counting perfectly and they are putting the numbers in the right order also. So that is also important that they know that which number comes before and which comes after. That is when you can start teaching them the concept of comparing numbers that can be greater, numbers that can be less. If they are counting properly, if they are putting the numbers in the right order, it will be very easy for them to pick this concept if you use the right terminologies. That is also very important. I am going to talk about that because if your child is not fluent with English, they will have a problem. Even if they are fluent, they cannot understand. Like if you will just right away say that which number is greater, they will have a hard time figuring out. So I will talk about the terminologies that you should use with them to help them understand the concept in a better way. So how to start? First, always make the whatever you are teaching, make sure that the child is actually seeing that concept happening. Like you will not talk about is 2 greater or 3, or like if we are teaching this concept, we will just right away start using the word greater. That is not right. You should be watching the concept happening in front of them and you should be using the right words with them. So first you are going to talk to them like I am going to talk to you about the numbers that are big or numbers that are small or numbers that are same. We have to finally jump on these terms: greater, less, and equal. But how you start is you will tell them that today we are going to talk about numbers that can be big, small, or same. Now you will start teaching them. So take anything, any objects. If you don't have any toys, nothing to worry about. Take anything from your pantry, from your kitchen, maybe chickpeas, beans, anything that you have. Just place a few in front of them. Okay, so here I have these 4 shapes and then here I have these 2 shapes. I have this set in front of them and then I will ask them to count. How many shapes here? The child will count 4. Maybe ask them to put the number 4. Let me see if I can find it. Yes, 4. And then 2. How many shapes are here? We have, let's see if I can find 2. Okay, so here I have 2. So the child will be actually looking at the quantities 4 and 2. Then you have to ask them, which number do you think is big? Is 2 big or 4? They will say 4. 4 looks big. Okay, this is the bigger number. Now you're jumping to the next term, bigger number. You will keep on working on different examples and each time you will jump on the next terminology. Big, bigger, and now change up the setup. Maybe put 5 here and 3 here. So 5 and ask them to count and find the number. So 3 here and 5 here. Which group do you think? Which number is more, has more? Which one is bigger? Which one has more? So 5 is more than 3. So they are getting the concept. Okay, big is also more. And then you will work on another example, and that is when you will use the term greater. What do you think? Is 5 bigger or 3 bigger? Is 5 greater or 3 greater? So slowly you will move to the word that you need to teach, that is greater. So that is how they will get the hang of the word greater. Greater is big. You can just choose to, use the word greater, but in this way they will get the real meaning of the word, that okay, greater is the bigger number, the big number, the number that is more. Similarly, for smaller, small, what is small? Very, very, very little. You are going to work on the same examples. Is 3 small or 5 small? 3 is smaller than 5. Don't you think 3 is less than 5? So that is how you will come to the term that you want them to use when they are comparing numbers. So that is how. Small, smaller, less. That is how you are going to talk to them. And then same for equal. They will know the meaning of same. So you are going to give them an example and then talk. Don't you think they are same? They look the same. Are they same? They will say yes, they are same. They are equal. They are same. They are equal. So that is how you will make them go to the terms that you want to use. They will get the real understanding of the words greater, less, and equal. Okay, so that is how you are making them work. And you make sure that you use some objects in front of them to make them understand the concept first. Don't put the numbers right away. What do you think? Is 5 big or 3 big? And moving the objects, no, they will not get the hang of it. Make it with the objects and have them count so they can see, oh yes, 5 is bigger than 3. So make sure that you do that in front of them. They should be seeing, they should be watching that, yeah, that is big, that is small, that is same. So that is how they will get the concept. And if you have the energies, make them do this craft. So they have to get the hang of the sign that is like this. So how you teach? I like to make up a story about an alligator who is always hungry and he likes to eat the bigger numbers like this. So that's very funny for them. They get it immediately. I don't have to keep on teaching them that this sign will be looking at the greater numbers and that all that. So I make them do this craft. It's very simple. You can, if you want to save time, just give them green paper strips. And if you want to let them have fun, have them color green, just 2 strips, and then these teeth, just cut them up like this, and then all you are going to do is glue the strips first, and then you are going to glue the teeth at the back. And there they have this little craft in 5 minutes. And then I want them to practice this with the objects through play. So before moving on to worksheet work, again I will put some objects in front of them and I will ask them, what do you think? What will the alligator eat? Will it eat the 2 shapes or will it eat the 3 shapes? They will, of course, take the alligator, because the alligator is always hungry. It always wants to eat more and it always wants to eat the greater numbers. So the alligator will eat the greater number. So just repeat it a few times and then they are ready for their worksheet work. You will not have to teach them, they will automatically be doing it correctly. So first, again, I like to give them this pictorial form of the worksheet instead of the abstract one. We will be comparing the groups of shapes and they can actually just look at them and tell you which one is greater, and then they will have to draw the alligator sign. Which group will the alligator eat? This one or that one? So the child will say this because these are greater. The alligator is always hungry and eats a greater one. So they will draw it. They will keep on doing it. Pictorial. Just one time practice and they're very good at it. And then this is a simple worksheet. That's how it's done in the textbooks. That's how they're needed to do. This is the abstract form. But you have followed all the steps correctly, use the right terminologies and all that stuff, craft and all the fun, just one day for it. And they're ready to do this. So they will now make sure that they're independent with it. You will know that they are getting the concept correctly or not. I like to give them worksheets at the very end when we are done through everything. Play, craft, talking, everything. So now they have to be independent with it so that I know that they have actually learned or not. So here this is a caterpillar and they have to draw the alligator sign or the equal sign inside the caterpillar. And they will go on comparing the numbers, making the signs, and they should be doing these worksheets perfectly independently because they have already had enough practice with their alligator teeth. So make sure that you make everything that you teach, if you make it playful, if you make it fun for them, if you use the right terminologies. Maths is very abstract and you can not expect your child to just understand your words by just saying it. Make sure that you go down to their level, talk in their language, and then bring them to your level. Not your level, bring them to the level that is needed for the curriculums, for the books, and for the schools and all that stuff. So I hope that you will try these steps. I hope that the steps that I took you through will be effective for your child too, and they will have lots of fun learning this very complicated. Don't use the right terms with them, but a very simple concept if you use the right terms and if you bring them to the right terms in a right way and have them play, they will definitely get the hang of it, and it is a very simple concept. So I hope you will try this with your kids, and I hope that my videos have been helpful for you. If they have been, please don't forget to subscribe. Inshallah, until next time, Allah Hafiz.